Hey guys, it's Mr. Thibodeau. Let's go ahead and get our work done for lesson 113. Okay. A pyramid is a geometric solid that has three or more triangular faces and a base that is a polygon. Okay. Each of these figures is a type of pyramid. Okay. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the volume of a equal prism. Okay. That has the same base and height. Okay. So recall that a prism is equal to the area of its base times its height. So the volume of any pyramid is 1/3 the area of its base times its height. Okay, and the cool thing with that is that when you find the base, it doesn't matter how many sides each of these has on it or whatever. The base will change based on that. But otherwise, it's all the same. Okay, once you found that initial base, you just times it by its height and then divide by 3. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool and makes it pretty easy. Pyramid at the right has pyramid at right. It doesn't make sense. The pyramid at the right, pyramid to the right, really, has the same base and height as the cube that contains it. Okay, each edge of the cube is 6 centimeters. So find the volume of the cube and the volume of pyramids. Okay, so that's pretty easy. 6 times 6 times 6, or 6 cubed, gives you your 216. And then you just divide that by 3 to get your answer. Okay, so it's really going to be some pretty easy math for some of this. And then when we get to a cone, yeah, you're going to have to start dealing with pi, but for the most part, it's the exact same thing, okay? Except kind of the cool thing here is that not only do you have the 1/3 thing for the cone, like you did with the pyramid, because what's a pyramid? What's a cone if not a circular pyramid, right? So it's got the same math for it. Except the cool thing is too, when we go over here, we also see that a sphere is 2/3 the volume of the same cylinder. So here I have a cylinder and I have a sphere, and the cube is the same as the cylinder plus the sphere. Sorry, the cylinder is the same as the cone plus the sphere. Okay, so you find that 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder, 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder, 2/3 the volume of the cylinder, a whole cylinder. Okay. So it's pretty cool, and then to be able to kind of figure through all of that stuff. Volume of a sphere. How do they end up with 4/3 pi r cubed? Well, the volume of a sphere is 2/3 the volume of a cylinder, right? The volume of a cylinder is 2 pi r cubed. Well, that too, you can automatically go ahead and do the math for 2/3 times 2. That's always going to be constant. And so what you end up getting is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay? And so this is how we get our volume of a sphere. This is just a little faster than doing the 2 pi r cubed and then dividing that by 2/3 or multiplying that by 2/3. Okay, makes it a little bit simpler, but both would work if you wanted to go the longer route. If you wanted to do this math each time, you could, or you could do this math. Both are exactly the same. Okay. Let me go ahead and help you out with a little bit of some of the stuff. So what fraction of the cylinder containing the cone is occupied by the cone? Well, you already know that, right? That should be that should be stated right here. Okay. Should be able to figure out B. Okay, you should be able to figure out A through D without any help. Should be able to get E as well. Let's see if when you actually, I guess F, G, and H let me do h for you, okay? So, first off, 6. 6 doesn't help me. 3 does, because I don't need the diameter. I need the radius, which is half of 6, okay? So, 4/3 times pi times 3 cubed, okay? So I can actually move all of this around if I wanted to. I could do 3 times 3 times 3 times 4/3 times pi. But let's just go ahead. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's do 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. 9 pi times 4/3. When you're multiplying this, you do 4/3 times 9/1. Multiply across. That is 36/3. Which turns into 12 pi, or 12 inches pi, 12 pi inches cubed. Okay. Where does this little cubed come from if we've already dealt with it up here? What this does is it tells us that this volume is in 3 dimensions. These inches are in 3 dimensions. Okay. So it's only 12 pi inches, but those inches are not just like this, not even just like this, which would be cubed or squared, but a 3-dimensional figure that comes out of the page. Okay, it is 1 inch, not just in 1 dimension, not just in 2 dimensions, but in 3 dimensions. Okay. All right, I think you guys can go do the rest with that. So I'll let you work on your written practice. Ooh, I love 22. Yeah, I'll have you guys do 2 through 30 even. All right, y'all. Have a good one.